We are live in the Dunkin Music Lounge today. Joey Brooks here hanging out with our good friend Megan Patrick. What's going on?
Oh, not too much. Of course, I started this interview with my, there goes my dogs because they'll be quiet all day. Let me just let them outside really quick.
Oh, this is the best. This is
It's
why I
like,
love this time of year because, like everybody, like you're just like chilling at
what?
home now,
Yeah,
letting the dog out, being a normal
yeah.
person.
It's like they've got a sixth sense. The second I need to start doing any kind of like interview or Zoom thing, they either need to like loudly eat their food or start barking or whining or something. It's always
That's what
something.
they do.
So, yes,
What kind of dog?
unfortunately,
What kind of dog
we
you have?
have two. Cash is he's like a pointer hound mix, and then Annie is, I don't know, a little bit of everything. She's definitely got some red heeler and some kind of like terrier, like maybe Jack Russell Terrier and Shepherd. I don't know. She's a Heinz 57. So
How are you guys doing? You almost ready for the holidays? You almost ready for Christmas? I don't see a lot of
yeah.
decorations inside there. What's going on?
Oh well, just hold on a second. Let me show you the
You're like,
decorations.
we're in the wrong room. Let me go
We're
this way.
no, you're good. We did. We're also in the middle of kind of cleaning the house a little bit right now, but you can see
Well, that looks
we
pretty awesome.
got the mantle and everything,
There you go.
and
Okay,
then
all right. There are the decorations.
we've got our tree up here. We're kind of about to start renovations, so
Yeah.
we didn't decorate everything, but here's our tree.
There you go. Okay. I feel
Yeah.
remember they used to do the MTV like Cribs show. I feel
Oh
like I'm
yeah.
on that now, like Christmas edition.
Yeah. There's the nickel tour of our place. Still a work in progress, but we're this is our first Christmas in this new place, so we're excited to just have some downtime out in the woods with our dogs and see some family.
Now I heard you were out in the woods yesterday. So what exactly are you doing out there? Because I'm hearing about these like mushroom like adventures. You're doing all kinds of like what are you doing in the woods?
Big mushroom girl. Well, Mitchell and I, we just got this new place. We've got 10 acres out here. And so we've just been doing a lot of just like cutting trails and just kind of working on the
Okay.
land, we build ourselves a little fire pit and stuff out there. And it's such a, I really love working outside. I mean, cutting the grass, any outdoor chores. I've always told
Mhm.
Mitchell, I'm like, don't pay anybody to do that. If we're going to pay anybody to help us around the house, pay someone to clean the house. I hate cleaning the house, but I love cutting the grass. And now we've been working on all these different trails going through our property. And I think probably part of why we love it, we both work in this industry where nothing is ever guaranteed, right? It's not like,
Mhm.
okay, if you do this, you're going to get that. Whereas, you do that kind of outdoor work. If you go out there and chop wood, you're going to end up with a pile of firewood. You go out there and cut trails, you're going to have something that you can look at and say, like, I did that. Like, it's very rewarding. So,
Oh, that's good. I feel better now. I heard you were in the woods, and then I'm seeing stories about you like finding mushrooms and doing all this stuff. I didn't know if you were in other people's woods, if you were like going to get lost in the woods. So they're actually your
yeah.
woods, so we don't have to feel concerned.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love hunting and just being outdoors. Outdoors is kind of like the reset button for me when I get off the road.
Hmm.
But I have gotten a little bit into foraging. I mean, I've been collecting just pictures and documenting. There's so many species of mushrooms out here, and some of them are edible and really delicious. So I don't think Mitchell is a big fan of my mushroom escapades, um, but
Have you
I'm
cooked
still
up?
here.
Have you cooked up a meal yet with the mushrooms that you're finding?
I have, yeah. So one of the ones that I found, and I was talking about it on a podcast with some of my buddies,
Yeah.
and so it's called Chicken of the Woods. It's really pretty. It's like kind of bright yellow orange, very very identifiable, and it's good for kind of like beginner foragers because there's nothing toxic that looks like it. Like it
Mhm.
would be really hard to mistake it for something else. And I have a good friend of mine. He owns a restaurant in Toronto that specializes in like wild game and foraged herbs and mushrooms and different things like that. So I sent him a message with the picture and I was like, is this chicken of the woods? And he's like, yes. In fact, he said, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I went to the store, got me a steak and built out, made myself a nice little meal. I texted Mitchell, I was like, I found chicken of the woods. I'm gonna make dinner. He goes, Megan, do not eat that. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, no, I already figured it out. Like I asked my friend, it's legit, it's all good. I'm gonna go to the grocery store, buy a steak. He goes, well, why don't you buy some mushrooms while you're there? Just go to the freaking grocery store, Megan. If you die from this mushroom, I'm going to kill you.
Well,
So,
that's what I thought, and I'm glad that you have someone that like is vetting this through for you and knows what it is. Because I'm thinking like she's just going out there finding mushrooms, cooking up some stew or something, and so okay, that I feel better for you now because I was slightly concerned. That's why I wanted to have this talk today.
okay. This is, I brought you here today. This is an
This is a
intervention about the
mushroom
mushrooms.
intervention. You need. Well, it sounds like you're having some fun in your downtime.
Yeah.
Musically, Golden Child sounds awesome on the air. Congrats on the new
Thank you.
single. How's it feeling so far?
Well, first, thank you. You've been such a great supporter of me, ever since we've met, back with the Michael single and everything. And so I'm grateful that you're out there spinning it. This year's just been awesome. I mean, every show we've played, I'm seeing more and more people in the audience, not just singing the words to Golden Child, but
Mhm.
songs all over the album, ones that haven't even been feature tracks or anything, like the deep cuts. And for me, like, that's one of the most rewarding things, because I'm not just looking to make fans. Looking to make the diehard fans. I don't want any casual fans. I want the fans that are out there singing every word to the deep cuts. I just think that's such a testament to the relationship you're building with your fans, and also the longevity of it. And that's what matters to me, is having real personal connections with my fans, being able to write songs that they relate to and that become a part of, the fabrics of their lives, and then getting to see them sing it back live is awesome. And getting to have a song at radio has opened up so many new markets for me, and just being able to go there and play shows in places I've never been before, and leave knowing, okay, I've got a few new fans tonight. So it's been a really amazing year.
Yeah, that's definitely happened in Connecticut. That you came here and played live, and
Yep.
everybody just loves seeing you in action. So I'm so happy that things keep getting
Well,
bigger and bigger,
I know
and
my drummer loves that, because he's from Connecticut, so we're getting
oh
the
yeah,
Connecticut love. Yep.
where in Connecticut is he from?
I think Stanford, I think.
Okay, yeah, so not too far away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're
So
gonna
yeah,
have to
he
get you
loves
back
it.
in have to get you back in 2025 for his family, so they can come and
Please.
see you. We'll get you back here.
Oh, I would love that. Just say when, I'll be there.
What's the rest of the plan for next year? You hitting the road?
Yes, definitely. Obviously I'm from Canada, so I'm always gonna make sure I'm still taking care of my Canadian fans, and I'll get
Hmm.
out there a bit. But my focus for this, or sorry, for next year, is really just trying to hit as many new markets as I can, and just make those fans play some smaller venues, and start doing a little more like headlining stuff, where I can really, get into these smaller, more intimate venues, and be able to play a full set, as opposed to just 5 songs as an opener. I just always
Hmm.
feel like that's the best way for me to connect with fans. And then also having the opportunity after the show, I can go stand out at the merch table for 2 hours if there's that many people,
Yeah.
and getting to shake their hand, and really meet them, and meet these people. Like, I just feel like that makes such a lasting impression, and it makes people excited to come back and bring a few friends the next time you come back. And so that's my whole goal for next year, is using touring and all this love we're getting at radio to just keep building the fan base, and figuring out, what they need, and how to make the experience of being a Megan Patrick fan something special.
Mhm. Is that something you knew you would, have to do as an artist, or want to do, as far as like just going out there and hanging at the merch table, or
Hmm.
because I've worked for different types of stations. The
Yeah.
country artists are absolutely the best,
Yeah.
but on some like the pop stars or something like that, they're not
Hmm.
going to be out there hanging out.
Yeah.
Like is that something that you kind of had in mind, or was that something you just kind of learned along the way, as far as just getting out there and engaging with the audience?
I mean, honestly, that's all I've ever really
You just knew,
known.
yeah.
I came. That's how I started as an artist. Before TikTok and
Mhm.
Instagram and all that. Like, I guess I'm aging myself a little bit right now, but I mean, I have been doing this. I have been touring and playing in bands since I was 13, and then
Yeah.
in my college years. And so that's all I've ever done, is just go on the road, play shows, hang out at the merch table, try to sell some t-shirts to put money, put some gas in the van, and make real lasting. I mean, that's why I have fans that have been following me from, since before I was even Megan Patrick, a country artist, back when I had a bluegrass band. I mean, I have fans that have been with me for 15 years. And so that's just how I've always done it. And for me, it's also It's the most rewarding part of what I do, and it's also it's one of the things that's in my control. There are a lot of parts of the industry that can lead you to success that are somewhat out of your control, but it is totally within my control to get on the road and play as many shows as possible, make it make sense, and continue to build those relationships with fans. I mean, those, because the industry and radio, and I'm sure you see it on your end too. I mean, they'll drop you as fast as they pick you up, and there might
Mhm.
not be any rhyme or reason behind it. It's just not always sustainable, but fans are sustainable.
Yeah. I
Um,
might have
you
been
know,
fired from a couple of radio stations, I'll be honest with you, Megan. I might
hey, listen, we've all been fired. I've done the firing. I've been fired. I've broken the hearts and had mine broken. That's just the human experience, and
Yeah,
you
right.
don't take it personally, and you just look at it like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to go find something that's better suited to me.
Absolutely. Well, I know next year is going to be another huge year for you. We can't wait to get you back here in Connecticut.
Me
So,
too.
thanks for hanging out with us today.
Yeah.
Congrats on all the success, and I'm hoping Mitchell opens up the wallet for Christmas. Some big presents. I don't know.
He's it's tough because he set the bar high a couple Christmases ago.
Yeah.
He bought me a beautiful old 1956 Martin, which is like my favorite guitar. So it's gonna be hard to top that. But honestly, it sounds cheesy. I don't really care about that. I'm just so happy for us to have some time together off the road to just hang out at our house and be just people.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's going to be it sounds like you guys are set up for an amazing Christmas. So
Yeah.
enjoy the downtime, and we'll see you back again in the new year.
All right, buddy. Sounds good. Merry
All right.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Thank you so much. You are